Well, hello, darlings. It's Miss Tia. I hope you all are having a fabulous Sunday this Memorial Day weekend. And I hope as you are enjoying your Memorial Day that you stop and take a moment and just remember all of those men and women who have given it all, given their lives for our freedom. Because that's truly what Memorial Day is about. So please take some time to remember those heroes. And there's nothing I won't bring up and talk about today. It seems like that Seth Rogers, Sebastian Rogers' father, his PR person, Mr. Tony Mathis. Well, let me tell you something about Mr. Tony. I done told y'all before, I think I told y'all. If I didn't, I'm going to tell you right now. I think the dude's shady. That's just the bottom line. I think he's a shady dude. Mr. TikTok Tony. Well, Mr. TikTok Tony has decided that people should call in tips about Sebastian to this Google number that he has set up. Sir, who do you think you are? There is no reason for anybody to be calling any tips in about Sebastian to a freaking Google number. All tips regarding Sebastian Rogers need to be called in to 1-800-TBI-FIND. Again, that's 1-800-TBI-FIND. Do not call in tips to this Google number. Let me tell you, J.S. for Justice was talking about this when I was out on these streets, and she called that number, and let me tell you, ain't nobody answer. She get a voicemail, and then on the voicemail, she hung up, and then that number texts her back and say, what you need, what I can do for you. Dude. They're going to be answering the phone at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Tony, I think you just going to, keep on making these decisions like this because you don't want Sebastian to be found, do you? Because the longer you drag this out, have people calling in tips to a freaking Google number and all the craziness you be doing, the longer you do that, the more you in the spotlight. I don't know, Seth giving you some money or what's going on, but, dude, you a fake, and you need to just get off these YouTube streets. TikTok's where you belong. You need to go over there and stay. Get off these streets. Goodness gracious. I tell you what, I don't know what's wrong with people nowadays, but that's about ridiculous. And then I was out on these streets, and it seemed like Dolly Vision and Queen Bee, they going at it again. Looked like Dolly Vision, he played like one of Queen Bee's videos talking about Sebastian Rogers' parents. I think she might have had him on the panel or something. And then, he had the nerve to stream it while she's still live. She's still streaming. And he started playing it. And so she struck him. And he deserved to be struck. You the one, Dolly, always over there crying about, if you use my content, I will strike you. And then you're going to play somebody's video or their live stream. You're going to stream it while they're still live. Well, I'm glad she struck you. And another thing you be talking about, the parents of Sebastian Rogers, be talking about Katie and her husband, Chris. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're the last person you should be talking about somebody. Dolly, there's so much stuff people could be talking about you. You need to knock that crap off. You know better. Lord have mercy. Tell you what. And then we got this Karen Reed trial going on, and that's where I've been hanging out over where people be watching the Karen Reed trial. Man, this trial be something else, y'all. I don't know if y'all watching it, but man, these people, one person get up on the stand and they say something, and then the next person get up on the stand and they say something different, and the next person get up on the stand and they say something different. Ain't nobody, they try to get their story straight, but they all telling it different. Yeah, I mean, and some of them be lying right there on the stand. They be say, this happened, and then, 5 minutes later, the attorney say something about that, and they say, that didn't happen. Dude, you just said it. I mean, it's crazy. And then they get the phone records, and apparently, every single one of these witnesses that's all in on it, all supposedly be together. I guess the defense is saying it's like a cover-up for this where this Boston cop, John O'Keefe, which he don't get mentioned enough, where he was, killed, like, they're all together, and, like, I tell you, like, it's, I don't even know, apparently all of them's phones, they all got smartphones, and they all butt dial people, because they didn't really make that call. And then they say, like, that person didn't really answer. And, like, somebody butt dial somebody when the phone's supposed to be on the bedside table. And they supposed to be asleep. But, yeah, their phone just magically called somebody. I mean, like, that ain't butt dialing. That sounds like ghost dialing to me. Like, my phone start, like, dial somebody while it's sitting on the table, and I ain't touched it. Man, yeah, I'm going to be ditching that phone, which apparently one of the witnesses, that's what he did. They told him not to get rid of their phones. They was trying to, like, get a court order for that. So until the court order came through, which was denied, I will give them that. It was denied, but still, they get rid of their phones. Like, one of them, like, he took the SIM card out. He threw the SIM card in, like, one dumpster after he cut it or something. And then he threw the other phone in the other dumpster. Dude, you ain't got nothing to hide. Why you throwing your phones away? Unless he got scared because it was ghost dialing. Because, like, apparently that's what he say happened. He didn't make that call. That's what he say. So either he threw his phone away because he's scared of the ghost that was making the calls, or he got something to hide. Now, what y'all think? Between the two of them, what y'all think? I know what I think. Yeah, but they be having some crazy stuff going on in that trial. Like, and I ain't never even seen a judge act like she act too. Like, some days I think I like Auntie Bev is what they call her, Judge Bev. Sometimes I think, well, she doing all right. And then the next day I'm like, dude, are you even a judge? Like, do you judge, bro? Like, because she be acting doing some weird stuff. Like, just asking the witnesses questions herself like she the attorney or something. Lady. I'm telling you, something weird going on with that case. Something weird. And like I said before, they don't mention enough the victim in this case. Because, Karen Reed, the defense say that, she's being framed and it's a cover-up, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, I will say they got some shady stuff going on that points to some corruption. But I just don't think the victim, John himself, get mentioned enough. John O'Keefe was a Boston police officer. And he is no longer with us. And, something happened to him. Somebody did something to him. And he needs justice. So, people be out there always be hollering free Karen Reed. And, I don't want to see anybody that didn't do something get convicted of a crime. I do not want that to happen. I don't want to see that. No. But instead of, the free Karen Reed, y'all people over there need to be saying justice for Officer John O'Keefe. That would need to be happening. Yeah, that's what I think. But it's sad all the way around. But I tell you, they got some crazy stuff be happening. Like somebody got one of them Life 360s where you're supposed to be like a GPS. You can see where everybody be going. Well, you say somebody's over where someplace they're not supposed to be, but then they say they was at the house, and then they say, well, it's not reliable, and then the phone be calling people, and they say they didn't make the phone calls, and this one's supposed to be over at this place, but really the records show they was over at that place. Y'all, these people be lying. Somebody be lying in that trial. Sure enough, they lying. I don't know, man. But anyway, it all be crazy stuff. But yeah, I just want to come on and say hi to y'all. And one more reminder before I get off of here. If you have any information about the whereabouts of Sebastian Rogers from Hendersonville, Tennessee, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND and not the stupid tip line that Tony Mathis has set up, a Google number. Lord have mercy. All right, darling, so Miss T gonna get on over here, but I may or may not be seeing you soon. Bye now.